Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to play Try by Pink, and it starts off with a simple bass line in the left hand. Later on, this is going to turn into chords. And the right hand has lots of D's in it. On some right hand notes. Essentially what I did at first was I just played this B repeating. I did it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I went down to G, and then up to D. And then I played a couple of A's before I went to B again. This isn't very explicit. I've written it out with notation, and this is something that I'm trying that's new, so some of you may not be familiar with notation, but I do have a couple of videos that will teach you how to read music if you don't already. But essentially, the note heads just move up and down. Higher means higher notes, lower means lower notes, and to help you out here, I've written in the names of these notes so that you can see them. So again, what I did from the beginning was the note B in the bass. Then 2 G's, and then on to D. Then A, then B, then G, then down to D. And now here are the notes from the beginning. I have C, D, C sharp, B, and then B, A, F sharp. Alright, so I've written those letters in, and just to help make life easier on those of you that don't read notes, I've made every time we change the note a different color. So you see the B repeats for all these blues, and then I turned to turquoise for the G's, and then up to pink for D. So from the beginning, it starts off just with the bass. And then when we repeat, we'll join in with the right hand, starting on D. First verse, what's going to happen is we're going to be laying out some chords, and the ones that I showed you in the intro here, these chords in the left hand are the ones we're going to keep on playing. So what we're actually going to do is play B, and then G, and then D, and then B again, and then G, and then D down low. And this part of the piece is just a lot of D's over and over again. Back to B, and that's a bunch of D's again, and we have so first we have a B chord, which looks like this, B, F sharp, B. And then we have a G chord, which looks like this, G, D, G. And then we have a D chord, which I can play here, or I can play here. And this keeps repeating. Meanwhile, the right hand is playing a whole lot of D's, like this. To a different note until here. So it goes like this. D, 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 F sharp. This one over. Like we have it here. I'll move this guy over because he's actually played here. Quickly on this one. Then we have the ending, and then it repeats. But this time we don't go to F sharp, we just stay on D. Then we repeat. And this time, instead of playing F sharp, we change it to an A. But again, everything that's played through here is D, and then we played an F sharp, and then we played an A. So those are the two choices we have at the end here. All Ds. Up to A, and all Ds. Okay, so that is the beginning. So here we have we're using the same chords that we used in the beginning. We have a G chord and a D chord. Starting with D, D, C sharp, B, A, B, B, A, F sharp. So in the right hand, D, D, C sharp, B, A, B, B, A, F sharp. The left hand doesn't come in until, so this comes in with a G chord right here. When we get to this F, we're going to play a D chord. And so here it goes. And then next, we have this. A, A, E, G, G, F sharp, D. Maybe there's two or maybe there's one, but we're going to continue with our chord progression. First, let's figure out the right hand. A, E, E, G, G, F sharp, D. And so while we're doing that, we're going to fill in with chords in the left hand. So far we've gotten through our progression with G and then on to D. So the next one we're going to play is A. So A chord. So we'll play the A chord here. Here it is. A chord, E, G, G, F sharp, B chord. So here we have the B chord. And then we go back to the first part. And then there's a fourth part, which looks like this. And repeats. Okay, and we have to add some chords in here as well. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Starts off on D, and we're coming through here from D, and here we'll play the A chord, and then right away the B chord. So D, A, and the A chord happens there. So we'll play the A chord here. And then right away onto the B chord. And then we repeat from here. as well, because that is those are the notes that we keep the harmony going in the bass. So those are actually all the parts of the piece. And so when we put it together, it will go like this.